gamers? So today I'm showing off a really cool, really powerful sword that is extremely cheap, and this could make your Void Gloom Seraphs a little bit better, even if you're an early game player. Kind of like me. I thought I was late game, but then the strength nerf came around, and apparently all my weapons are bad again. But this is how you become really good. So one of the biggest problems with the Void Gloom Seraph, and really most of the enemies in this new Void Sepulture or whatever, is that they deal a lot of damage and they will kill you really quick. However, the ability on the Endstone Sword, which is the weapon we're talking about, is that it gives you damage reduction and extra damage based on the amount of mana that you use. And normally, you'd think, oh, well, Endstone Bow, yeah, you can only use it on the bow. Not the case with the Endstone Sword, though, because this lets you take the extra damage and the extra damage reduction and use it for anything. And even after using the first hit that did the extra damage, you still get the damage reduction for 5 seconds, which is pretty solid. I mean, better than the EO Sword, which takes 350 mana and gives you invulnerability, but you can't deal damage and it halves your damage. So this is a better version of that. It takes 500 mana to get 100% reduction and, 100% extra damage, but it's really useful. And one of the other things I paired it with, and this is a really, really cool combo that you can do, is the Ridiculous Reforge, which lets you fart and get extra mana. 50 extra mana takes your crit chance away though, and I thought this was still bugged and I could get infinite mana, but the answer is no. Not bugged anymore, it'll take your crit chance. However, if you're using a Livid Dagger, then you will still have 100% crit chance with the sword, and it won't be able to take that away from it. So you'll actually be able to still deal your critical damage, your same amount of damage, and the only thing is, if you switch to a different weapon, a Flower of Truth or something like that, you will not have any crit chance. But the extra mana means that you can get back to 500 really quick. Having a Mana Flux helps, Plasma Flux, big boy things, Mana Potion, all that. So that way you can get the invincibility back before you run out for the next time. So yeah, I would recommend that you get one of these swords because the extra damage is really, really good and the damage reduction is really good. And I'll show the extra damage real quick because this actually doesn't just work on damage from swords, this also works on damage from abilities. So yeah, even with a 60% damage increase, the Ice Spray starts at 145,000, and when I use it after I get the extra damage, it goes to 180,000, which is really good for high damage things that have, low cooldown, or high cooldowns. And yeah, if we test it out on an Enderman with the Livid Dagger, you can see that it starts out by doing around 80,000 damage, and after I get 100% damage, or 90% damage or something like that, it goes up to 94,000 damage. So it's not really double your damage, but it is an extra 14k there, which is roughly like, I think 16% more damage, which isn't bad. It's not bad if you're not using your mana for anything else anyway. And the price for this is wicked cheap. It's only about 150,000 coins, it's less than an edible mace, and it's just better for sword swapping for literally anything. You can do this with a bone meringue, you can do this with a bow, you can do this with any kind of weapon. The first hit will always just do that much extra damage. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. If you like it, if this is helpful to you, if you decide to use it, maybe drop a like, comment. I don't know. Anyway, see you guys later.